Okay, so we have a big breaking news coming out. Do me a favor and share this video. Once again, thank you so much for your support. The bear moves 2 nuclear bombers to within 660 kilometers of USA. Look at this map here, guys. 2 Russian nuclear bombers 660 kilometers away from US territory. Alright, so it says here the bear has relocated 2 model Tu-160 strategic bomber aircraft to a base in Anadyr, which is 6,600 kilometers from Crane, but only 600 kilometers from Alaska, USA. The Tu-160 is the bear top line nuclear capable strategic bombers. Wow. Ever since those doomsday planes were hit, the bear is really getting close to US territory now. Alright, so we're going to see what's going on here, guys. Once again, please share the video. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. And for those of you that want to help and support the channel, we do have the PayPal link and the Cash App link in the comments box and also the description box. Thank you so much for your support. So the bear moves 2 nuclear bombers just 410 miles from the U.S. territory. Alright, so according to satellite imagery shared online, the Bear Air Force has deployed not 1 but 2 of the Tu-160 strategic bombers just 410 miles from the U.S. as the Anadyr Air Base. At the Anadyr Air Base. Analysts suggest this move aims to protect these assets. Alright. Recall. On June 1st, the UKR Armed Forces launched a massive drone strike on several of the Bear air bases hosting the Bear Doomsday bombers. According to recent claims, at least 13 Tu-22M3 and Tu-95MS bombers were destroyed, with others damaged as a result of this strike. No Tu-160 bombers were affected, as we reported earlier this week. The Bear Far Eastern reaches amidst the harsh landscape of the Tukolta Peninsula lies the Anadyr Air Base, a remote but critical component of the Bear military strategy. Now, this air base, also known as the Olguni, was established during the Cold War as part of the Soviet defense network against the U.S. Man, history repeating itself? That's why Donald is very furious with Zelensky. He's really furious with Zelensky. He's not pleased because what Zelensky just did with the spiderweb operation, it kind of shifted everything now. So far, we got there's 2 Russian doomsday bombers, nuclear bombers. They're not doomsday plane, they're nuclear bombers. Now we got them close to our territory. Thank you so much, Zelensky. Located in the Tukolta Autonomous Okrug, the base is isolated from the rest of Russia with no road connection. Access is possible only by air or sea. Now, this isolation, while a logistical challenge, now proves to be a strategic advantage. And according to analysts, the lack of ground infrastructure makes the base particularly impervious to land-based strike or sabotage, such as those carried out by UKR drones in other regions. So, what are your thoughts on this one here, guys? Leave comments down below. So, during the Soviet era, this base served as a platform for strategic bombers and reconnaissance aircraft tasked with monitoring U.S. military activity in Alaska. Today, the base, part of the Bear Aerospace Forces, continues to support heavy aircraft like the Tu-160, Tu-95, and Tu-22M thanks to its modernized runway. Anadyr is not just a temporary hideout. The base is a key element of the Bear strategy to control the Arctic, a region growing in importance due to its resources and new maritime routes. Its proximity to the U.S. makes it ideal for surveillance and potential operation on NATO northeastern flank. At the same time, its distance from major theater of military operations shield it from direct threats. Logistics, however, remain a challenge. Supplying the base relies on air and sea transport, which limits its operational flexibility. Nevertheless, the modernized infrastructure allows it to accommodate heavy aircraft, and its natural isolation makes it a difficult target for enemy forces. Following the strike in Operation Spiderweb, the Bear authorities intensified the truck inspections in other regions to prevent the transport of drones or other weapons to military sites. This reflects heightened concern in Moscow, especially after UKR strike exposed the vulnerability of the Bear air bases. From what I heard, trucks are being pulled over in that country, in the Bear country, Russia, in the Bear country. They're being pulled over. They triple checking those containers. All right. So it says here, the deployment of the Tu-160 to Anadyr signals that the Bear is preparing. The Bear is preparing to leverage its geographic advantages to protect its strategic assets. Now, international community, particularly the U.S., is closely monitoring these actions. Now, the deployment of bombers near Alaska could be interpreted as a show of force, but also as a desperate move in the context of the Bear losses in UKR. For now, there are no reports of escalation in the region, but the base remains under scrutiny as a potential flash point. Now, again, I'm going to leave this link in my description box if you guys want to check it out. There's videos and everything. But these are nuclear bombers. These are nuclear bombers playing. The Tu-160 is a Bear strategic bomber known in the Bear as the White Swan, and by NATO as Blackjack. This colossus of air warfare, born in the Soviet era and modernized for contemporary conflicts, is not only the world's heaviest supersonic bomber, but also a key component of the Bear nuclear triad. But what makes the Tu-160 so unique, and why does it remain central to the Bear military strategy? Here's the thing, guys. The Bear, they do have some very old planes that they still use. Tu-95, I think those are propellers. That's considered an old plane, if I'm not mistaken, but they still use them. So designed in the late 1970s by the Tupolev design bureau, the Tu-160 was a response to the American B-1 Lancer, but surpassed its counterpart in size, speed, and firepower, measuring 54 meters in length, with a wingspan of up to 55.7 meters when fully extended. This giant is powered by 4 NK-32 afterburning turbofan engines, each generating over 25 tons of thrust. Now, this enables the aircraft to reach, supersonic speed exceeding Mach 2.2. Very, very powerful. Though it typically cruises at around Mach 1.5 to conserve fuel and extend its range with a maximum takeoff weight of 275 tons. The Tu-160 can cover over 12,300 kilometers without refueling, making it ideal for long-range missions such as patrolling the Arctic or operation near NATO borders. What sets the Tu-160 apart is its ability to carry a vast arsenal of weapons, combined with the flexibility of its variable geometry wings. Its wings, adjustable between 20 and 65 degrees, optimize performance for both high speed flight and fuel efficient long range missiles. The aircraft feature two internal weapons bays, each capable of carrying up to 22.5 tons of ordnance, making it one of the deadliest bombers in the world. Its primary payload includes cruise missiles with nuclear and conventional warheads, providing flexibility for various missions, from strategic strikes to precision attack on ground targets. Once again, these birds are no joke. And now we have two of them in our backyard. Big shout out to Zelensk. Thank you so much, Zelensk, for the spiderweb operation. Thank you. We really appreciate that. No wonder Donald is now talking to you. Among the most critical equipments in the Tu-160 arsenal are the KH-55SM cruise missile and their modernized version, the KH-555. These missiles, with a range of up to 2,500 kilometers, allow the aircraft to strike from a safe distance without entering enemy air defense zone. The KH-55SM is designed for nuclear warheads, while the KH-555 uses conventional explosives for precision strikes. The newer KH-101, with a range of up to 4,500 kilometers, offers even greater reach and accuracy thanks to its advanced guidance system combining inertial navigation, GPS, and terrain contour matching for nuclear missions. The Tu-160 can also carry the KH-102, a nuclear-armed variant of the KH-101. Additionally, the aircraft is capable of launching the hypersonic KH-47M2 Konzel missile, which reaches speed of up to Mach 10, and is designed to penetrate modern air defense system, though less commonly used. This missile underscores the Tu-160 adaptability to modern combat conditions. Now, beyond missiles, the bomber can carry a wide range of free-fall bombs, including guided munition like the CAB 1500, designed to destroy fortified targets such as bunkers or command centers. These are very important background of these birds. Very important to know these things, guys. Alright, these things could do some damage. Hit command center, bunkers could be gone. And like I said, we have two of the Bear nuclear bombers not too far from US territory. This versatility allows the Tu-160 to perform both strategic and tactical roles, adapting to various combat scenarios. For instance, in the context of the UKR conflict, the Tu-160 has been used to launch cruise missiles from long distances, minimizing risk to the crew and aircraft. The Tu-160 crew consists of 4 members, 2 pilots, a navigator, and a weapons system operator, all housed in a pressurized cabin with modernized digital display and control system. The aircraft avionics have undergone significant upgrades in recent years, particularly in the modernized Tu-160M variant, which entered serial production in 2020s. New active phase arrays radars provide improved reconnaissance capability and resistance to electronic jamming, while advanced electronic warfare systems protect the aircraft from enemy radars and missiles. The cockpit is equipped with malfunction displays, simplifying the management of complex weapon system and navigation during long flights. Give me a second here, guys. There's a video here. The blackjack. So the bear call it the white swan. I think it's the white swan. But Western call it the blackjack. Just like the bear has the Smart 102, but Western call it the Satan 2. Alright, so it says here the TU-160M modernization also included and upgraded to the NK3202 engines, which improves fuel efficiency and extend the range by approximately 1,000 kilometers. This is critical for missions in remote regions like the Arctic, where bases like Anadyr serve as a staging point. It says here the aircraft is equipped with an in-flight refueling system, allowing it to remain airborne for hours or even days if necessary, making it ideal for extended patrol operation or shows of force against potential adversaries. Despite its impressive capability, the TU-160 is not without weaknesses. Its massive size and complexity make it expensive to maintain, and the production of new aircraft is slow and limited. The Bear operates around 17 TU-160s, with some upgraded to TU-160M standard. Alright, guys, so give me a second here. I'm just going to skip a lot of this here. Very long article, but you guys get the picture. Let me just read this part. Alaska, as the closest point of potential contact, will be at the center of these efforts as the Arctic continues to emerge as the new battlegrounds of global politics. All right. We are definitely seeing some of these birds rising. And now they are, basically, they are in near our territory. Once again, this is Russia. This is Alaska. All right. And then right there in a little tiny little dot, that's a small little piece of land that nobody owns. None of these land own it. But in the winter time, this piece of land, all this turns to like a ice bridge, which means that these people could cross here or these people could cross there. But then once spring comes, the ice bridge it melts, and then the little tiny island pops up again. So again, that's something that a lot of people don't know, but I did my research on that little tiny island. But again, 2 nuclear bombers is facing directly at US. All right. We want to thank Zelensky. Thank you for that spiderweb operation. Now things are looking pretty tough. You hear yelling at Vladimir, he doesn't want peace. But boy, you almost started WWE3 with that crazy operation. Alright guys, this is where we are right now. Please share the video. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.